Hello everyone, welcome to Rip a Funnel Tuesday, where I'll be diving into a specific funnel that I randomly pick from an ad, where I'll be analyzing the sequence of landing pages, including format, content, and conversion flow. Also, the email sequence follow-ups that I've gotten over the course of a couple of days. I'll dive into the weeds of the email formats and everything you need to know about building successful funnels. So let's dive right into it. This particular funnel is from Elite Resource Team. I've clicked on an ad, although the ad was immediately changed on Facebook, so I couldn't track it. But this is the first page. Technically, they're selling training. And the top of the funnel, as you can see it, is a dedicated landing page. There's no branding at all beside just this text logo, sort of. Although they do have a website, I would have liked to see some sort of a continuity and branding involved. Now, the format of the page itself is solid because they don't have any distractions or noise, straight to the point, what you'll be getting, including the bonus, and how a button to start learning now. There's nothing on the footer beside disclaimer, this is not affiliated with Facebook, privacy policy, and terms hyperlinks. That's it. Very basic page. I do feel like the format is solid. I would have liked to see a video here, but they put a picture of someone doing training. So I think that could work in this particular context. If I click on Start Learning Now, this is going to ask me for my email, a two-step process, 50% complete. I've seen these, not sure if I'm a big fan of having these progress bar, but it is strategy that's available on some of the email capture forms. Once I fill this out, I'll be redirected to this particular page where I will watch a video about 23 minutes long, talking about what would I get from CPA partnerships and that sort of stuff. So this is a 30-minute PowerPoint presentation assembled by this author. Nothing too crazy or basic. You can put something like this in a few hours yourself and build it. I think they did a solid job in terms of putting it together. And they said that at the end that you will see some sort of a link. So when you get to the end of it, they will have an apply now CTA. Now that apply now obviously can vary. You can add it on the video itself if you're using Wistia or certain video players. I think YouTube now you can do that. And I've noticed that they reshuffled the page to include the button. Before they were forcing you to complete all the way to the end and click on the apply now, but then they added the schedule your free session here. So it seems like they're doing fine tuning on these pages, which is pretty good. Considering, you're spending money on ads and such. If I click on the free session, I'll be redirected to a calendar embed page where I can book the team on my own time. So that's a good solid flow in terms of, the different touch points. So let's look at this together. Here's what they've done so far. I'm going to just be pulling up my Paint software. Okay. So it was an ad, first and foremost. So this is an ad to gated content page. I'm just going to make this for a simple video and a form. And then from there is the video itself where you can play it and the CTA button. And the CTA button takes you to the calendar page. Okay. Don't mind my drawing here. Now what happens next? Of course, there are sequences of emails going out. So let me look at what they've sent over the course of a couple of days, right? There might be some more coming up, but I didn't wait for an entire week worth to share it with you. The first thing that came through was this email, call me crazy, and so on. But a solid subject line, I think. In the body, there's no branding. It's a plain text overall. It's actually HTML, but it's formatted as if it's basic. We call this the naked HTML format. There's one CTA and unsubscribe on the bottom. They covered their housekeeping stuff by including the address of the company. It's sent via Infusionsoft, and if I look at their headers, let's see if they verified their SPF DKIM. Pass on the SPF, pass on the DKIM. So they did a good job using Infusionsoft. Everything seems to be buttoned up. This is a sequence of 3 emails. So far I have one yesterday and one few hours later and then a few hours to follow. So there seems to be about a 6 to 3 hour cadence in between. All right, so call me crazy, but you still haven't finished your application, creating family structure, new training. You can also see the pre-header is set. There's no personalization anywhere because when they captured my information, they only captured email, so that's natural. And they do have the pre-headers in place, as I mentioned. They're sending it from a person, not from like a generic info at. And let's look at the email content on this one. Embedded video, exactly what you're getting from this video. And if I click on it, it's taking me to another landing page with the case study. Okay. Well, it's actually taking me back to the first step of the page. So I don't know if this is the best way to do it. Let's look at the second email. You still haven't completed your application. I guess the application is booking an appointment, and that explains that format that I have here. So this is the calendar booking page, and they send the cadence of emails: email 1, E1, E2, and E3. Each one of them is linking back to the calendar, or in fact linking back to the first step. I think this could be fine-tuned overall by providing a little bit of material in between, and inside the email giving me an option to book the calendar, but also give me more material. I don't think the video of 21 minutes was enough for me to book an appointment. There could be some additional content, some additional downloadables of videos in between. So I think they should enrich the funnel a little bit further. And instead of sending me back to the beginning of the funnel, perhaps getting me back to the calendar. Right? I don't want to re-sign up again in case I lost that page. I want to look at another thing here is attribution. I think they missed quite a lot on attribution in this particular case. When I clicked on an ad to land on the page, there was no attribution at all. So let me show you the format of that link. Okay. It is just pulling this Word document here. There are no UTMs, you guys. You have to use UTMs. There's FBC click. That's depended by Facebook themselves. They failed to include any UTM. So for me, they don't have a strategy for UTM and tracking. I think they should get on it. Very easy to use UTM Builder. You can get this from the UTM campaign on Facebook or any attribution tool of choice. So this is it. I feel like this campaign gets about 6 on 10. The landing pages were solid. The content was short. They're trying to get to the end goal immediately instead of providing more content. No attribution, and overall, the email content itself redirecting me to the beginning of the funnel wasn't a good strategy. This is it. Hopefully you found this helpful. Please leave us a comment or share this with someone who can learn. Thank you.